Right, you ready for this, Martyn?
I'm annoyed.
No, wait a minute. Wait, hang on. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Let's do it, but I'm cross.
It's all coming up in this week's Dirt Shed Show.
Yes, welcome to this week's Dirt Shed Show with me, Martyn Ashton.
And myself, Blake Sampson. How do?
Blake, I'm annoyed.
You are very annoyed. You've been going about this all morning.
Yeah.
On about it. But it is quite important.
Yeah, look, the World Series, UCI World Series, just kicked off in Araxa in Brazil this weekend, cross-country. As we know from some Dirt Shed shows a little while ago, I was quite annoyed where the organisers of the UCI World Series have decided to cut down the traditional 5-man podium of all mountain biking.
It's kicked off a bit of a stink out
to
there, hasn't it?
3-man podiums, man-woman podiums.
I kind of see it makes sense because, you know, there's 3 platforms.
You shut your mouth now. It doesn't make sense.
There's a podium, you got 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, podiums across the world are 3 people, right?
Yeah.
But in mountain biking for the past 30 years, it's been 5 people, right? It's part of our culture and it's really important, right? Now, I'm even more annoyed than I've been before about this because we were all cross about it when it first came out. We thought there's time before the series starts. Surely they'll roll that back.
Nah.
Because they could see how upset everyone was.
Yeah.
They're so, the riders themselves, just before this event, just 5 days ago, wrote this letter. This is from the very pinnacle of our sport, the top athletes, right? I mean, and we're talking, it's coming from respected people like Rebecca McConnell, Nino Schurter. This is...
Big name.
Let me read their letter to the World Series organisers, right? Okay.
Hang tight.
For more than 30 years, the podium at the Mountain Bike World Cup has been 5 riders, a podium unique to mountain bike. It has provided countless riders and teams with more exposure and opportunities. It's been the breakthrough for many athletes and given life to smaller teams. Chasing a podium in our sport at the highest level has always meant a top 5, and it has added value and depth to the sport, given riders more chance to shine in the spotlight and added value to the riders, the teams and all their sponsors and the brands behind us who are the backbone of professional mountain biker, giving them a chance to get on the podium. Warner Brothers Discovery have only one reason for reducing the podium to 3 riders: conformity.
Right.
To conform to the norm. To other sports, a decision that has been made despite strong pushback from the athletes who are the very heart of the sport. We have been ignored and we have been left without a voice as the future of our sport changes. As our fans know, mountain biking has never been about conformity. We have carved our own path since the inception of World Cup racing in the 1990s, and we want to keep our unique character. The vast majority of teams and riders feel completely unheard in this topic. They feel ignored, right? They couldn't be clearer, right? They couldn't be clearer. Before we continue, right, they were ignored, right, this week in Araxa, they basically had 3-man podiums.
And a 3-woman podium.
A 3-woman podium, right, but, you know, it's...
Is that now across all UCI sports? Like, across all disciplines?
Well, in mountain
biking? Or just in the top?
In mountain biking, you know, in the World Series, it's a 3-man podium. Now, before I get too annoyed, let's just talk about the race for a moment, because what was great was the racing. Okay,
brilliant.
Like the mountain biking was flipping awesome, right? Okay, so it was an incredible race in the women's. A debut win it was Samara Maxwell from New Zealand riding for Decathlon Ford team on the Rock Rider. So it was a great win for them. Really emotional win. She was just absolutely blown away. Couldn't talk enough about how much the team has supported her because she's had some health issues previous to this and she's been able to have the time to come back to mountain biking when she was ready. And here she is winning a World Cup. Amazing. And then we had Nicole Kohler in second, Samelia Blush in third, Alessandra Keller in fourth.
No, you can't go that far down.
See what he did there, but I'm going to. And then you've got Candice Lill, who was in 5th place. And this racing was all amazing. And while I'm thinking about it, I just want to remind you that you can go and watch this content on TNT Sports.
Yep.
You can subscribe to TNT Sports and watch the racing live there. In the men's, insane pace. Absolutely mental, right? Specialised with Victor Koretsky in first, Christopher Blevins second, and Vidur in third.
Done.
Right? All on Specialised. Team Factory Specialised, yeah. All on Specialised. Fourth place, Lars Forster, and then we've got Nino Schurter in fifth.
Still kicking.
What I love about this, right, it's still like kicking. Nino Schurter designed it, right? Because what's happened in this race, three-person podium, right, okay, Nino Schurter puts that letter out, puts his name to it, they ignore him, right? Nino Schurter, they've ignored him. Yeah. It's insane, right? But then in the race, unbelievably, start of a new season in 2025, he's still one of the men to beat, right? He has technical issues, drops away from the lead. Oh, Nino Schurter's out of it. He's a minute back, right?
That's a big drop.
Battles his way through, right? As the race is going on. The big story is Specialised to get in a 1-2-3. Nino Schurter fights his way back through the race, ends up sprinting to the line to get 5th place. The story of the race. And what didn't we see on the podium? Because we only had a 3-person podium, we didn't get to see the story of the race on the podium. The 5th placed man.
Yeah.
I've had this argument with my brothers before who aren't into mountain biking. They're like, what difference does it make? I was like, well, if you're a rider who's struggling to get support and you have the ride of your life and you come 5th, to be able to say you're on the podium for your sponsors means the world. It means actual money, right? And it means investment into your career as you go forward. And taking 2 people off of the opportunity to be on the podium lessens the chance of pro support for the riders that the World Series needs. It's an absolute own goal by the World Series. They're mental for doing this. And they should just let us go with our culture of a 5-man podium. Logistically, it doesn't make any difference. It's fine. They don't even need to create 2 steps to go next to the 3 steps. Rant over.
Hey, but imagine that would be super detrimental when it comes to slopestyle, because there is a 5-man podium. Now, if you weren't one of those characters to be part of that, why would you be competing? Because it's going to be really hard to get there.
And there's a 5-man podium because it's mountain biking, and that's what we do. Oh God, so frustrating. Talk about freestyle and stuff.
Yeah, now this one
Darkfest.
There's podiums, but it's all rider judged. Now Darkfest is kicking off in 2025, and there's been some changes to the course, which is incredible because last year there was a few tweaks, but they've actually added in a few more obstacles. They've got a huge quarter pipe, shark fin to shark fin, back into the 2 rocket jumps at the bottom, which are incredible. Now, Sam Reynolds has been out there for a few months. The dig team's been out there for a few days digging, I would say a few weeks digging, and they've made an incredible job on getting this whole thing kicking off. Now, all the riders are coming in from all around the world. You can see you've got people from Canada. There's a lot of South African riders. They're testing the jumps, which is incredible. And they've opened up pretty much everything so far, apart from the 110. I haven't seen anyone hit that just yet, but I'm sure there's going to be some big stunts going off. But I did see Robin Gooms is in. Yeah. And Robin Gooms, right, I know the females are going to be there, and you got Vera, she's going to be there. They all come from last year's Rampage, but Robin Gooms is the one I've been saying is the one to look out for, because she's been building like I would say secret, but it's not. It's a compound where she's been perfecting a trick. She's been doing 360s on big bikes, big flips on big bikes, big tricks on big bikes, like downhill bikes. So to see the females kick off at Darkfest this year is going to be something to watch out for in the end of the year's Rampage. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. And I tell you, I love this little POV of Sam Reynolds hitting that massive quarter into those shark fins, which look beautiful. Those shark fins are so good. Cool. Yeah. And it's such a lovely line to quarter like that, and then to be able to jump across your own line that you came in on. So
nice. The trains into that. You could go people going up onto the step up, people hitting the quarter pipe, jumping over each other, probably crisscrossing to get on to the rockets down the bottom. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be a good one to watch.
Great stuff. So the action's been happening in Araxa, and obviously Darkfest just kicking off throughout this week, so follow that on your social media channels. Right, enough ranting from me, enough Darkfest from you. Let's go to the news with Tom.
What's up, everyone? We're ramping up the releases towards Sea Otter this week. Plenty to talk about. RockShox have released the longest drop seat post on the market. Their new AXS post is available in 30.9, 31.6 or 34.9 diameters and has a drop between 100 and 250 mil. The battery is migrated to the seat post collar and post will run you $550. The remote will set you back $150. Fox have also revamped some product. The new X2 coil and air shocks receive a whole new platform to work off of, moving to a monotube design. They keep their 4-way external adjustments but gain larger shaft diameters and a range of other updates which should assist their reliability after the last iteration of X2 Air suffered somewhat. Hunt Wheels have released the Enduro V3 wheel set. They're still front and rear specific profiles with alloy rims, triple butted spokes and brass nipples, all laced to the catchily named H-Ratchet XL40T hub. Garmin have added a Connect Plus subscription, $6.99 a month, will get you access to virtual training plans tailored for you, live activity enhancements, a new performance dashboard, and exclusive challenges. There's a new Pivot Firebird re-engineered with a steeper seat angle, slacker head angle, aiming to get more planted feel. 165mm of DW Link suspension, 170mm fork, it's got flip chips at the chainstay and suspension, and you can run it 29er or mullet. You can access the tool shed for in-frame storage, and there is a limited edition purple galaxy color, just 200 units available and $200 more on the bill. Builds start at $6,500 and top out at $11,500, but you can get live valve products bolted on for a further $2,200. There's also a new anniversary edition Yeti ASR celebrating 40 years of the brand. Classic Yeti styling, this time forgoing the yellow and turquoise mix in favor of the silver with some splashes of purple anodizing on there too. 21 custom parts on this bike to closely mimic the 1992 model. Very limited number of these, just 9 will be coming to the UK, 200 worldwide. Some sponsorship news now, late in the season again, I know, but the Canyon Collective has added Lucas Schaefer to the team, a free rider from Koblenz. The hometown hero was always a sensible choice to include. After 25 years representing Rocky Mountain bicycles, OG Canadian freerider Thomas van der Ham is making the move over to Transition Bikes. We sincerely hope Rocky's problems are over soon, but we're glad to see van der Ham on another Pacific Northwest-based brand. And Camelback are going racing again, partnering with Scott SRAM Racing for all their hydration needs. Vital in a place like Araxa, where the humidity is punchy. The Whoop MTB World Series has partnered with Amazon Web Services too to being AI-driven athlete information into the broadcast, meaning the commentators and broadcasters have deeper insight at their fingertips, providing the information generated is accurate. It's used to great success in broadcasting of other sports so far, so it should be a welcome addition to the watch experience. Shimano have also signed a 4-year contract with WBD, becoming a main partner, also providing technical support and assistance to all athletes' neutral service style. Okay, that's all from me this week. Let's find out what Top's got in store for the Sickest Thing.
Right, this week's Sickest Thing has to be his new mini dock from Braydon, Bringhurst and RockShox called Free Your Mind. Braydon's known for his big rides and challenges, and famously did like one of the gnarliest climbs ever. He rode up the whole Enchilada Trail. For this ride, he wanted to climb 10,000 foot in one day, something a lot of endurance riders do, so I was surprised to see he hasn't actually done it before. Anyway, what I think's sick about this is he's doing it his own way, doing tricks on jumps, finding gaps on trails, and just having fun, not just being boring to preserve energy. My favourite clips have to be that wheelie drop off the North Shore ladder drop and his fire road cutties. He's just so sick at those. Right, that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
Tell you what, just before we carry on, because I've got an amazing hack and bodge coming for you.
Oh, I've seen it already. It looks horrible.
Quick mention for the GMBN shop. Dun, dun, dun.
My go-to T-shirt is this black one, just general logo, GMBN.
I got the new dropping in on.
It's very nice.
Yes, we appreciate the support in the shop, of course. Head over to there if you're looking for a new tee or any apparel or riding kit, in fact.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that. Right, now, got to get to this.
Bodges. Can I kick it off?
Go on.
Because this is an absolute...
This is the winner. I saw
bodge.
this and I was like, one, this is it. This is the winner.
So take a look at this. This crank arm's got a huge crack in it.
Yeah.
And he thought he'd put a splint, right? you know, you break your arm or your bone and you put a splint, like a stick. He's used tyre levers and a bit of tape to make sure that his crank arm's not going to break.
Let me tell you the story. It's from Andor, and he says, during my last adventure race, my crank had a crack more than halfway through the aluminium. Stop riding at that point. Okay, but no. It was during a race, but my teammate and I were only 8th into the 14-hour race. We decided to bodge the crank with both our sets of tyre levers, some sport tape and zip ties. Held up till the end, just shy of 60 kilometres on that crank arm. That is mental.
But fair play.
What
but
I love about it, what does he think the sports tape's doing?
Don't know.
Wrap some sports tape around it.
And cable ties and stuff like that. But the thing is,
incredible.
you're forcing on that pedal. Maybe his one leg must be massive now, because he would have gone.
I suppose you can pedal with a clip pedal shooting, can't you?
Yeah. It's
Andor, that is a great hack and bodge. It stopped me in my tracks this week, so you are this week's winner.
It didn't stop him though, did it?
Hands down, it didn't.
No,
it didn't.
He made
Keep
tracks.
going. If you've got a hack or a bodge, it doesn't have to rival Andor, because that is quite the bodge.
That's an absolute bodge.
If you've got some hack or bodge you'd like to share with us, then head on down to the description below this video. You can follow the link and upload your hack and bodge. The GMBN uploader, we'd love to see it next week. It's going to have to be good, mind. Okay, this week, some things we liked. Incredible painting. I love this. It's for the Ride for Charlie campaign, so it's for a good cause. You can bid on this.
Wow. Is that a painting?
Yeah, it's a painting of Jason McCroy. It's done by Vincent Camp, who is Full Gas Art. Wow. And I really love this. I really love this painting.
That's crazy, isn't it?
He says, this was without doubt the most inspiring and iconic downhill mountain bike racer of Jason McCroy. He was one of the most amazing riders in British mountain biking history. And he's made this incredible painting so that he can help raise money for the Ride for Charlie campaign, which was set up by Nick and Sarah Craig in memory of their son, Charlie. And it raises money for all the people who would be or would have been inspired by Charlie himself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that hanging on my wall at all. Very cool.
That's beautiful.
Very, very nice, isn't
Beautiful.
it? Yeah.
Okay, we're going to kick it off with this one, with a specialised race camp.
Oh, my gosh.
The vibe going on there, Martyn. This is incredible.
The whole vibe. I know I've had a big old rant about the podiums, but I tell you what I loved about the specialised crew going nuts, but then also the 3 Brazilian riders getting in just an amazing result, and the crowd going nuts for them, and then it just looked like the party just never stopped.
It doesn't stop.
It's great.
And it's always been like that in mountain biking. Especially in the downhill World Cup, that goes absolute nuts.
Now, I feel, one thing I was thinking about this weekend is it was like, okay, it's World Cup cross country and Darkfest, you know, the 2 opposite ends of the scale of mountain biking, and the party and festness was at both places. And I know it will get crazy as Darkfest goes on.
Definitely will.
Yeah.
Definitely will.
One thing I definitely want to mention this week, film over on Bowhead Core's YouTube channel, right? They've got the documentary up about Christian Bagg riding the Leadville 100, something I am starting to train for. I don't think I'm going to make it this year because I've got an arm injury. It's a bit of a nightmare. But I'm slowly training towards doing some longer handbike races. But when you go and look at this beast of a dude who does this race, it's really incredible. So I want to give that a big mention. Right, do you want to see what else I hate?
Yeah, I want to see this, because I see it in here in the script. It says, I hate this.
Oh, man. Hate's a strong word, but look at this stupid bike.
Martyn, it looks beautiful. It's got... Isn't that like Formula
Honestly,
1 cockpit?
It makes me... Look at the helmet.
What was that?
The helmet?
Yeah.
It's got...
What's that?
It's got indicators in the back of it.
No, come on.
Oh, what I hate about this... I don't like using the word hate, but, right...
Dislike.
What I dislike about this a lot is car companies...
Coming into mountain biking or cycling.
Cycling.
Yeah, cycling.
I mean, it's even worse when they come into mountain biking specifically.
Especially e-bikes.
This is not what we want a bicycle... Don't tronify bicycles. That's not what we want them to look like. And I I like tech. I'm a nerd, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want my push bike to look like this thing.
No, so I had a great comment from Tom, who does the news. He says, people with crypto buy bikes like that.
Right, let's do caption contest. We had a good photo last week. Here we are.
Here we did.
It's Blake. Blake, what are you doing with yourself?
I was just smelling his cologne.
No, this is you. Here, look.
Oh, wrong picture.
What are you looking at? What are you playing with?
I saw a hardtail.
That's a good. You'd have won this week with that. Yeah. The winner this week will win themselves a mug. It won't be this stunt mug, which is
stuntable,
indestructible. But you'll be winning a mug that would hold a drink.
Yeah.
So good luck to that. Here we go. Dylan Finley says Blake is the master of doing the one-hander, even off the bike.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's a good one.
I was going to say, nice.
Lance Watson says, what do you need to do an urban downhill? You need a big pair of these.
Oh, you actually do, yeah.
That'll be why you didn't do very well.
That's what I did.
Yeah. And 05 GDF says, Blake literally itching to ride.
Oh.
They were all really good.
Really good.
Really good.
I saw a hardtail. Cool, look at that. Ooh,
What you like? You want to give yourself a stunt mug?
I haven't got that one.
Well, you're not getting this one. This is my one. But you can't pick yourself.
No.
You can either pick Dylan, Lance, or 05. Who are you going with?
I'm going to go with the Itching to Ride or... No, Itching to Ride.
Itching to Ride,
yeah.
really?
Got to scratch an itch,
05 GDF, you have won yourself a mug.
Not that one. Hey, now this is this week's photo. This is where I got a bit confused thinking, I was smelling his cologne. So this is this week's. I was out riding with Jono Jones, Matt Jones's brother, sibling. He's actually the oldest one by 7 minutes. Did not know that. But go wild on it. Hashtag Caption Contest in the comment section down below. Give us your best. Or, go a bit wild.
Coming up on the channel this week, we've got 7 innovations that changed your mountain biking forever. We did that the other day.
That was
pretty cool.
For the best.
Yeah.
I would say.
It's the reinvention of mountain biking through these incredible products.
Tipping points.
Very cool.
Now, the picture that was taken for Caption Contest, well, it wasn't actually taken for it, but captured by Joe, the guy over there, went out and rode with Jono Jones. He's an investment banker, now changed into, well, he's always been a mountain biker, but he's left that job and he's come over to biking for good.
They're incredible.
Very exciting.
They're incredible siblings. Those two.
They are. Yeah.
One of them's like an incredible free rider dirt jumper, and the other one's a wicked downhill and enduro racer.
Really fast.
They cover the whole
Now it's
spectrum.
Brought finance into mountain biking.
He hasn't, because he was able to earn finance, and now he's poor in mountain biking.
Oh!
Bike vault time!
Favourite part? Hang on, let me get the bell.
Where you been keeping that?
Where the bell gets kept.
Right, first up, we have got is that an NS?
This is an NS, and this is from Tomasz Łaskots. He's from Poland.
From Poland.
I'm just going to say that. I can't pronounce your surname, I'm very sorry. I'm going to give that super nice.
Yeah.
I really like that bike.
He said he was inspired by a Blake video, so
there
that's
we
good.
go.
There we are.
Boom shakalaka.
Next up, hello Dave.
Hello Dave. This one is from Marcus Miles, and this is a on one. Hello Dave.
Yeah.
I really like that. Super nice already. He's at Bike Park Wales, obviously, because you can tell by the uplift truck there, which is the most uncomfortable one out of all of them.
Next up, we have got a Meta.
Yeah, this is a common cell Meta, green with some purple bits from Christian. I actually really like that bike. It rides really well. It's super bomb-proof. I have a few mates that have this bike, and they love it.
You think you like that one?
Yeah.
Check out the next one.
Okay. Ooh, no.
Propane spin drift.
I like that. The spell's got even louder now. I don't know why, but it's incredible. I do like that. That's from Hemadila.
Next up, we have got a Merida.
Ooh, look at that. That's from Casper Badenhorst.
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 There
Is he
used to be
from
a
Germany?
world's strongest man whose second name was Badenhorst. I think Eric Badenhorst, something like that.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I do like him.
Just a nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Can't really...
Yeah, okay, no, fair enough.
nice.
Fair enough. Next up, we have
It's
got
multiple bikes, Martyn.
Western Australia. It's the boys' morning ride. Come on. Group bike vault. Come on.
I'm sure the guy on the Trek is towing up everyone else. I like the old...
It says here, bunch of mates just getting out and having fun to keep fit. Hit a few jumps. Make sure you remember that we need to be home in one piece.
Oh, yeah, okay, got it.
Super nice.
I get that. That's cool. That is cool. That one is from Dan.
Well done, Dan. Next up, Trek. Lovely.
From Jakob.
Jakob. What are you going to give that, Blake?
I'm gonna give that super nice.
All the little gold
Has he got...
detail.
Are those time pedals?
Well, not sure. I don't know time pedals very well.
DT Swiss. That's very nice, man.
He's Kashima'd up.
Yeah, it's super beautiful.
Yeah. And lastly in the bike vault this week, we've got ourselves an
Chardy.
Orange Canyon Spectral.
Chardy Bike TV. Look at that. Orange. Ride, eat, chill. That's what it says on the back of his helmet.
Yeah.
Chardy. Oh, Chardy. He's in a
It's all
full-ass
very bling,
prime
isn't it?
gear.
It's all very bling. Can't, Blake, what are you going to give it?
I can give it super nice.
Well done, great job.
Beautiful.
That was a nice bike vault this week.
Oh, it's incredible,
With some
man.
lovely bikes.
Incredible.
Lovely
Now,
bikes.
if you want to get involved with the Bike Vault, there's a link in the description down below. Please upload your Bike Vault pictures. Remember, half mast, drive side, level pedals, good light, good backdrop. Not asking for much, but hey,
I was gonna say, don't
get
want
yourself
much.
super nice.
Yeah, definitely do that. Also send us your hacks and bodges. And please get involved in the comments down below. Let me know, am I right about the 5-man podium, or should I just shut my cake hole and get over it? That might be the answer.
There's cake out there we can shut
Should the organisers be meddling in the culture of our sport? Or should we be thinking a bit more like how Darkfest looks at mountain biking? A bit more challenge for the fun. Who knows? Let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.